Hey, it's BrickTsar, and I've been down here cleaning in the basement. Finally got some lights on down here. And the reason I say that, we have been without power. I'm filming this on Saturday afternoon, December 9th, 2017. Not sure when it'll be uploaded due to slow internet, but anyway, we had a big snow, which to a lot of people up north probably isn't that big a deal, but it was pretty awesome to us because I'm almost 50 years old. And I've never seen this much snow in Georgia at one time. We've had blizzards that was a lot of snow, but we got almost 10 inches. The power just blinked. And the power has gone on and off for 6, 7 different times. It's been out for 10 hours at one stretch. There's no consistency. It literally just went out again. Oh my. Alright, we're going to do Bat in the Dark. I'm going to answer a couple of questions. You may not be able to see me. This is just crazy. I was going to, when the power just went out, I was like, oh, I'll just do this later. But actually, I'm going to go outside. Instead of doing Bat in the Dark, I'm just going to go outside. I think it's still daylight. So this computer here, it actually stays up because it's got a UPS, but I got to shut it down. All right, so the snow's been melting most of the day. Warmed up a little bit. I think it got like 38 degrees. But let's get right to it and answer some of the questions here. Oh, you know what? I was using the internet to look at the questions people ask. Oh man, this is total, and I don't have. Let's see, I'll have a couple of them on here. And these weren't technically back questions, but this is kind of funny to me actually. But let's get right to it, and I'll answer one of these questions. It was from Ninja Tank 33. Ninja Tank K33, and he was asking about sets in my Bricklink store. As you know, as I've mentioned in a few of the videos, I sell mostly just parts, but as he mentions here, he says, I think you should sell some sealed or used sets at your Bricklink store. Sometimes people like buying complete sets instead of buying thousands of pieces to build the sets. And that's a good point. So he was asking, would you be willing to sell some bigger sets like the UCS tumbler or some Technic sets? I was just wondering. So he's obviously interested in sets like that, but stuff has been falling. These trees used to be full of snow, and it's all been melting off of the trees, so they're not covered in snow like they were this morning. I did a video of that earlier, but anyway, back to the question. It's more of a matter of convenience and also profit. For instance, a tumbler, which was a $200 set, the part out value is close to double that, but if I sell the set by itself, I wouldn't get that. So that's why I don't sell those. Plus, it's a matter of packing up such a large set and then having to store boxes to keep those. But, occasionally I will. If the tumbler was worth $500, I would probably just sell it as an individual set. But I'm not, when it's only worth slightly more than what it originally was, it's not worth my time to do it. That's why. And as far as the Technic sets, I really don't have any to sell. But it's just so much easier to sell pieces for us, mainly because my wife can pick those orders. She can pack them. We mainly use bubble mailers, and we don't have to deal with a lot of boxes. I used to have tons and tons of shipping boxes that I had to keep in, just in case I sold a set. I used to have hundreds of sets in my store. I wouldn't have a sale for a few weeks at a time, and sometimes I would get several orders in a short amount of time of a lot of sets, and it was a pain packing those up. And I was very particular about how I packed because I didn't want the boxes to get damaged. I know a lot of people get stuff from Lego and they're damaged because they don't pack them well, and that's why I try to explain to people. So a lot of my sealed sets were not mint condition because they didn't come that way to me from Lego. But it's just a matter of dealing with the packing materials, the boxes. It's why I don't usually do it. But ironically, though, I do have a couple of sets that I'm trying to see what I can get for them on eBay. They may not sell, but I just want to experiment with that. And this one is from Lone Wolf Storyteller, and I want to explain something here. He asked for me to do a Brickqueen rant video, and I don't have any rant to do against Brickqueen, so I wouldn't do that. But I know that some people have been unhappy with some of the changes she made, or I should say her and her husband Victor made. Look, people, it's their channel. They can run it the way they want to. And just like you can do with me, you can choose to subscribe and watch or not. I think they should have the freedom to do things the way they want to do it. And the sun is going down behind that house. That's so much better. It's not in my eyes anymore. But look, she is one of the ones that got this Lego community kind of going, being a female YouTuber. So you got to respect her for that. I mean, I'm not saying you have to respect her. I'm saying you should respect her because, yeah, she was one of the early female YouTubers, and she did a lot of things that actually promoted Lego for people. So I don't have any rant against Brickqueen. Would I have done things the way she did? I don't know. As people have not liked the way I've done things. So who am I to judge her? So no, I will not do a Brickqueen rant video. All right, so in this part of the video, my audio went out. So what I'm saying now, I didn't say then, and I don't remember everything I said. So I'll superimpose some pictures of what the snow looked like a few hours before I filmed this outside. And I was answering a question from Not, and actually I was talking about some trains in the middle of this video, and a train whistle blew in the background. It's kind of neat, and I'm so ticked that my audio did not work. I think my mic came unplugged. But anyway, Not asked, do you have a collection strategy? What do you collect and what not? What about the late 90s castle or Bionicles, for example? He says, since I'm trying to organize my collection a bit, that turned out to be a tougher decision than I expected. And that's the story of my life, Not. And I think some of the things I talked about was things that I liked when I was younger. Like I liked a castle, I liked town, and I liked pirates. Of course, pirates started when I was in my 20s, but it was easier back in those days to collect things and to collect all of a theme because there wasn't as much made, and some of the other themes I wasn't interested in, I didn't worry about. And today they make so many good sets, it's really hard to collect everything you want. I remember in 1999, my strategy was I'm just going to buy all the Lego Star Wars sets. And there are people that have done that, but it's not financially feasible for me. And all the other themes. And it may seem crazy for me to even say that because I collect so many different things, but I find that if I limit them to maybe one particular thing, like with Star Wars, I'm going to focus on X-Wing fighters. Other themes I've pretty much abandoned. I don't like the way Castle went in the late 90s, so I kind of stopped collecting Castle then. I sold all my Castle sets. I don't have them. So I am trying to thin things out, and that's one of the reasons I stopped buying Lego sets altogether. I'll try to just get a few things that I like. I will get the diner in January and stick to those things, and stick to things that I like. Like when I used my gift card that Princess Leia sent me, I got the bus set. And so, I like buses, garbage trucks, phone equipment, and what are some of the, well, those are some of the main things that I like bulldozers. So I'll focus on things within a theme instead of collecting the entire theme. I'll probably still collect everything that has a dinosaur in it that I can. There's other things. So it will be hard, but by setting myself a limit now to not buy anything, it helps me to make those choices now instead of just buying everything because I can at that time. So anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. It's been a crazy day. I'm not complaining about the day, but it's just been, it's one of, we always enjoy it when we get the snow here, and trying to go find somewhere to eat. If you can get out on the roads, it's not really safe because a lot of people don't know how to drive around here, and then you got to worry about the power lines falling and trees falling. We've seen a lot of fallen trees, but because all that heavy snow that was on them. But we are safe, we are fine, we are enjoying this, but it does make it hard to film videos. But anyway, thanks for watching this one. Be sure to subscribe to BrickTsar. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.